Don't you think that's even better that you can do it at your own pace? So that way you don't have to give up everything you're doing right now or turn this into a full-time commitment before it ever starts actually paying you. Isn't this exactly the type of opportunity that you've been looking for? And now that you understand exactly how easy this process is to replicate and how to use AI to make it even easier, don't you feel confident now that you can join the ranks of people who made $8.9 million in tracked earnings? Doesn't it make sense when you see these success stories how within reach it is for you to have similar results? So far in this challenge, you have discovered yesterday you learned the 3-step process to develop your own non-expert digital product, even on topics you know nothing about. And today you learn how to actually take this digital product and monetizing using the exact same monetization system that companies like Amazon, Netflix, and
take your poker game to the next level with Zynga Poker now. You think you can beat me?
Apple use, and the same one that our monetized users have used to generate over $8.9 million in the first 90 days of the competition. How 50% of success is just being at the right place at the right time, and that you just have to put yourself in the right place to get lucky and have unfair advantages. So, are you ready to take advantage of this new AI revolution with non-expert digital products with the best monetization system there is to do it? And on top of that, with the very unfair advantage that you will also get the system built for you with AI, because what better unfair advantage can you have to position yourself to get lucky with this AI revolution than have the very AI tool that our users use to create their own monetization system? And that is why I want to present to you Ghostwriter. Look, everything you've seen me demonstrate today, all of it was generated using the exact same specialized AI. That emotional burnout example, generated by AI. The dog training product page copy, generated by AI. This AI is called Ghostwriter OS, and it is a collection of specialized AI agents that write everything for you. Just so you understand, this is not a small tool I built on the side or anything. This is an established company with over 12,000 paying customers in over 24 countries. They are actually one of the few startups that got accepted into the Startup Accelerator program from Google, Microsoft, Nvidia, and Amazon, which is why this is one of the very few specialized AI tools that gives you access to what is called zero prompt agents. Let me explain. You know how with all these $20 a month generic AI tools, you need to actually give it a prompt for it to do whatever you want it to do. And the problem with that is, for you to get the AI to produce a script at this level, one that has the potential to generate millions for your digital product, the prompt itself will need to be a masterpiece. It will probably take you weeks, maybe even months of trial and error in order to dial in this prompt. You would need deep copywriting knowledge, an understanding of sales psychology, conversion optimization experience. In short, you would need to be a seasoned expert in order to pull this off. You can't just go to any generic AI and tell it, oh, create a page script for my digital product. The quality of your output is directly related to the quality of your input. So if your input is mediocre, the output will be just as mediocre. So with that input, you're going to get a very mediocre page script, which won't get you any sales. For you to get a good output, you need to train what we call an agent with hundreds of gigabytes of data, and then give it a very lengthy and detailed prompt so it understands exactly what makes a good script. And it takes months and a lot of training to get each agent to consistently give great outputs. What if you didn't have to spend months figuring out the perfect prompt? What if someone had already done all of that work for you? And by the way, not just anyone, but one of the top experts in the world who has made millions from his digital products, someone who's tested hundreds of variations and refined this prompt based on real results from real customers buying real products. Someone whose entire job today is to make one prompt better. Well, that is the exact unfair advantage you get inside of Ghostwriter, because you don't need to give it any prompt. You just put your customer product information there, which you can literally copy and paste in one click from Synthesize, and it generates everything for you because someone already spent ungodly amounts of time developing and fine-tuning the prompts behind each agent. This AI tool is built by one of the top copywriters in the world to literally replace the need for you to hire someone to write all this stuff for you, which is super expensive. So when you get access to zero prompt agents, like the 35 different ones you get inside of Ghostwriter OS, it means that you get to skip this entire process. From your ideal customer profile, to your product page, to your page script, to even videos and ads if you want to even get to that place once your product starts generating sales, all right? And you want to scale it to the next level. It does everything for you. With Ghostwriter OS, you can have your entire monetization system built for you in minutes rather than months. As I told you yesterday, you don't need to trust yourself. All you need to do is trust the software. This is the path every single one of our users who went on to generate over $8.9 million in tracked earnings in the first 90 days of our last Monetize Mania competition have taken. They took advantage of this exact same monetization system that I've shown you here today, and lots of them built it entirely using Ghostwriter. And you can get access to this exact same technology today, Ghostwriter OS, during this session for only $2,999 a year for unlimited access to this specialized AI tool. Or there's also a way to get it for free, which is when you join Monetize today. You get access to Ghostwriter OS at no extra cost. And that is because I am absorbing the fee in order for you to get access to software completely on me. Because of the number of seats that I'm buying and due to my influence in this industry, I have managed to negotiate a direct deal with them so I can absorb all of the costs myself and make this available to you at no extra cost. Look at this screenshot. I'm literally putting on screen right now the transaction receipt of the latest check I wrote for them back in June. And by the way, you can see that was only for what, 2 months? I had to pay him $343,000 just for a 2-month period. So I'm writing them multiple checks a year. When I say it's a 7-figure a year check plus, like this is over $1 million a year in actual cost to me, potentially even multi-millions of dollars in actual cost to me. I'm being serious. This is what I'm doing for you guys, okay? And the number on the check I'm gonna write them the next month is gonna be considerably way bigger than the $300K I had to write for that 2-month window. So you can have the same specialized AI that created everything you've witnessed in this training working as your personal writer 24/7 to build your winning digital product. So let me show you what else you get with your core Monetize subscription. And by the way, just so you know, I have saved the best, in my opinion, the best for last. I have a new bonus that if you've already invested in Monetize, you are going to get for free. So if you purchase Monetize, if you enrolled in Monetize, congratulations, you're going to get this for free as well. And if you invest today before the end of the presentation, you're also going to get it for free. By the way, just so you guys understand, this is a bonus that I paid $1.7 million for. And for the people who have used it, it's generated over $600 million in tracked revenue. You'll see what it is in just a second. Monetize works like a black box machine where you click a few buttons on one side and get a ready to launch digital product generated for you on the other side. It is like a printer that prints winning digital products using specialized AI. It is built on top of a simple 4-step system, just exactly like the exact steps our users took to generate over $8.9 million with their digital products in 90 days. It first develops your non-expert digital product for you. Then it creates your entire monetization system from product page to page script to checkout and allows you to deliver your product without requiring any manual work on your part, and then scale this product once you find the winning one. You go through these 4 steps and you can create a winning digital product. And a single winning digital product is all it takes for you to become ungovernable. So let me show you exactly what you get inside of each step. Here is where we use the power of AI to find your unique value zone so that way you position yourself in a market with high demand and little competition. And we do that using the 3rd layer rule. And then we use specialized AI to synthesize 150 sources on that unique value zone into a digital product for us in a matter of a few minutes. So are you willing to click a few buttons and let the AI handle all of the work for you? If so, congratulations, you've already completed the first step, which takes us to the second step, the topic of today's session, monetization. Here,
I can swear, I can joke, I see what's on my mind. If I drink, if I smoke,
is where we put together our 3-step monetization process that turns strangers into customers for our digital product. The exact same monetization process I use myself on my own products, and that you will see in virtually every single successful digital product. One that follows the exact same flow as Netflix, Amazon, and Apple. They use this exact same monetization system. How out of this world do you think it would be for you to make one sale with this monetization process? Realistically, not out of this world at all, huh? Well, the beauty of the system is that if you can make one sale, you can make 10. If you can make 10, you can make 100. If you can make 100, you can make 1,000. Here, I'm also going to give you my copy and paste prompt that you will use to get your product page created for you in a single click with specialized AI. You will literally get your page fully created in under 3 minutes, even if you have never created a page before or don't have any design knowledge or technical experience whatsoever. When you realize that you can have your entire product page and page script created for you in under 3 minutes using specialized AI like Ghostwriter OS, can you see how every single technical barrier that used to stop people from launching digital products has been completely eliminated? Isn't it incredible that what used to take months of learning design and persuasive writing skills can now be done in minutes with simple 0 prompt agents? Then we go to pillar 3. On this step, we will set up your checkout and delivery system. I like to think of this as your set and forget money machine, because what is the point of building a freedom business if you are chained to your laptop all day? And that is why we upload your product to WAP. So that way it handles all of the delivery for you. All it takes is for you to upload your product to WAP, is select your model, your industry, select to host and sell with WAP, put a name for your product, and add a title, description, and price for your product. And if you can do this, you can have the exact same structure that I have used myself to deliver all of the orders when I beat WAP's record for the most digital product sales in 1 hour, 24 hours, 7 days, and 30 days. You only need to set this up once. Once you do this, the system works for you 24/7, whether you have 10 customers or 10,000 customers. This pillar is what makes the ultimate one-person business. Do you see why our users manage to succeed with this, even if they have full-time responsibilities? Finally, we get to our last pillar, scale. This is where we turn this into a reality, because once you have a proven product, a solid monetization strategy, and automated delivery, we have the exact plan to take you from an extra side income to a real business that can scale to tens of thousands of dollars a month, exactly like these guys and our monetized users who collected $8.9 million in 90 days. This is also where you get a complete contingency plan and a step-by-step instruction on what to do if your digital product is still not getting sales by this point. When to create a new product, how to reposition your existing one in case it's not selling, and how to identify what the actual bottleneck is. All right, you get all of that. Because let's face it, not everyone is going to get this right on the first try. And that is the beauty of the system. You can try as many times as you want until you succeed at no extra cost. And while you can try as many times as you want, you only need to get it right once. Do you think that with access to this, you can do that? And that's the beauty of the system. As I said, you can try as many times as you want until you succeed at no extra cost. The proven 4-step system, you get that. You get a black box machine that creates digital products on demand for you in minutes. The 3-step monetization system responsible for creating more successful digital products than any other system ever. A 0-prompt specialized AI tool that puts this monetization system together for you. With all of that at your disposal, do you think that you could get this right once? Because that is all it takes for you to become ungovernable. And that is the core of what you get with Monetize. Now, I want you to know that if you are still here with me at this point, it means that you can clearly see that this works and that it is proven, replicable process in order to succeed. But I also know that, you might not trust this process. And you know what? Maybe you don't fully trust yourself. And I get it, because this can be overwhelming, especially if you're not big into technology, or maybe it's your first business ever. And that is why I created a situation where you don't need to trust yourself. All you need to do is trust the software. The software does it all for you. I want to stack the deck so heavily in your favor that success almost becomes inevitable. So let me show you the absolute insane bonuses that we are including on top of the core 4-step system that you get inside of Monetize, starting with Synthesize AI 3.0. Synthesize AI is the world's most powerful digital product creation engine. That is the tool that works like that black box machine that I talked about earlier. You give it a topic, or simply pick one of the topics that it comes up for you. Then you let it synthesize a digital product for you based on 150 sources on the topic you choose, and you package it as a ready-to-launch non-expert digital product within 40 minutes. It follows the exact same AI synthesization process that you learned about yesterday. It works exactly like an unlimited slot machine, which you never have to put money into, and you can keep pulling the lever until you find a profitable product. I have used this tool I personally use this tool, the software, to generate a product that made me over $370,000 from around an hour and a half of work. So even though I've been doing this for 10 years, I still use this, right? Because I wanted to validate, I wanted to prove that it worked. So I literally created this product using Synthesize and made $374,000 in the space of, it was 30 days when I launched it. That is more than most people make in a year. Do you think you could find 90 minutes in your week to create a product with the potential to generate more money than most people make in an entire year, and that our users are already taking advantage of to create their own wildly profitable digital products from zero, even with no previous experience? When you realize you can keep testing different product ideas without any financial risk, like pulling a slot machine that never costs you money until you find one that's profitable, do you see how achieving success goes from a matter of being smart and lucky to simply sticking to this for long enough? I'm sure you can understand why Synthesize AI is listed for $2,999 a year, especially when you consider the huge costs that come with running this sort of high demand test with AI. And you get it at no extra cost today when you enroll inside of Monetize. Now, this is very important. I not only want to give you unlimited attempts, but I also want to make sure and I want to ensure that you make the most out of each one of those attempts. So that way, you're not collecting failure after failure, but rather building your way up to success. And that is why I've built safety nets for you along the way, starting with our insane guarantee, which I'm going to cover in just a second, but also what I call the perfect product insurance policy. This is wild. I've never seen this done before. You know, when you're trying to, figure something out for the first time and you're really putting a lot of effort into it, okay? But you're seeing no results out of it. And you simply can't tell, what am I doing wrong? What needs to change? It's frustrating, isn't it? This is the exact reason most people give up before they succeed, or why most people don't even get started in the first place, because they are afraid of wasting months going down the wrong path.